Congratulations! If you're watching this video, it means you've recently secured an interview. Not an easy thing to do, but you succeeded. Now there's a ton of things to do to prepare for this, and as a career counselor, I strongly advise against just winging it. To make your preparation more manageable, I've broken down the stages of the interview process into 3 parts: before the interview, during the interview, after the interview. I'll be discussing each stage in this short video series. In this video, I'll walk you through what you should do before the interview. You should prepare answers to potential interview questions such as introductory and behavioral style questions. Practice the STAR method to answer interview questions and tell a good story. Select an appropriate outfit and plan your trip to the interview. Outside of researching the prospective company and touching up your LinkedIn profile, preparing answers to the questions your interviewer or interviewers will most likely ask is the most important activity. I'll briefly go over some questions that you should be prepared to answer in your interview. First, let's talk about the introductory question. Tell me about yourself. The interviewer wants to hear about your top 2 or 3 skills and accomplishments that would make you a good fit for this role. However, they also want to hear about you as a person, as this will likely be a helpful tool in setting you apart from the competition. Everyone likes to hear a good story, so be a good storyteller about yourself. This rule applies to this answer, as well as all other interview answers. Here's an example that you can refer to of a story that can act as a response to this question.
Before becoming a full-time MBA accounting student at Brooke College, I had a prior career as a professional modern dancer in the city for 10 years. I retired in 2010, and since then have held a number of operations positions, most recently as an office manager for Rawlings Architects. I found that what I enjoyed the most were accounting-related tasks. For instance, payroll, preparing billing, sorting out client accounts that didn't reconcile. I also realized that accounting requires many skills that I developed as a dancer, such as attention to detail, discipline, teamwork, and communication. Understanding these connections led me to pursue an advanced degree, and I chose Baruch because of its strong accounting programs and because of the structure and diversity of the full-time cohort.
Walk me through your resume. For this question, you can start by talking about your undergraduate degree, maybe explaining why you decided to major in that subject. Then talk about your transition to your first job and 1 or 2 major skills you used or accomplishments that are relevant to the position you are interviewing for. Discuss your experience chronologically so that it is easy for the interviewer to follow. Depending on the position, you may spend more time focusing on certain jobs while completely skipping over less relevant ones. Why are you interested in this role? What is your understanding of this role? Or why are you a good fit for this role? Regardless of how this question is asked, your answer should consist of 2 parts. The first part is demonstrating your understanding of the role given, the job description, and any conversations you've had with professionals or recruiters about the role. The second, and most important part, is drawing a clear link between your past work experiences and how they have prepared you to perform the duties of this position. Again, limiting your skills and experiences to the 2 or 3 most relevant to the new role will ensure the greatest impact. Why are you interested in this company? This is a trick question. The company is not really interested in hearing about what you hope to gain from the company or role. What they are interested in is how you can make a positive impact on their organization and why you are a good fit. In other words, mentioning the company's excellent programs and opportunities will not compel them to give you an offer. That ill-guided answer is about what you want to take from the organization, not what you can give. A better strategy is to do research on the organization and select elements from your research that makes you and the organization a good fit with each other. This is an opportunity to connect the dots between your experiences and the organization. You most likely will be asked some behavioral questions, where you will describe examples of your past performance in previous roles. Some examples of these questions are: tell me about a time you worked on a team, tell me about a time you demonstrated initiative, tell me about a time you encountered a disappointment or something unexpected happened. For these types of questions, you'll want to answer them using the STAR method. This method will help you create a structured answer that is easy to follow and, most importantly, demonstrates your ability to create positive outcomes. Using the STAR method also helps ensure you tell a good story. Let's break down the components. The first 2 letters, S for situation and T for task, essentially have the same purpose: to inform the listener of the setting, project, or challenge at hand. A stands for action. Here you want to talk about the action you specifically took to tackle the challenge in front of you, even if you were working in a group. And most importantly, R is for result. What was the result of your efforts? Ideally, you want to focus on a positive result. Other types of questions in an interview may focus on your resume, so make sure that you are able to speak intelligently about everything on your resume. It's all fair game. To really test your skills, make an appointment at the GCMC so that we can give you feedback on your answers. Perfect practice makes perfect. There are other things to do to get ready for your interview besides preparing your answers. For example, selecting your outfit. You should be clean and well groomed. This includes hair and fingernails for ladies. But clean does not mean a lot or any cologne or perfume. Your garments should be clean, stain-free, and pressed. Dress for industry standards. If they wear business formal, wear business formal. If they wear jeans and t-shirts, dress one level above that. Planning your trip. Figure out how long it will take to get to your interview and add a full hour just to be safe. We have all experienced those public transportation debacles, and you don't want to up your anxiety level on the day of the interview. Now that you've been filled in on how to prepare for your interview, in the next video we will go over what you should do during the interview and what to expect. Stay tuned.